In today's video, I will be sharing one of my recent gameplays from TFT Set 11, featuring a maxed Lissandra along with Xayah and Rockin. We have previously posted a video on maxed Xayah and Rockin vs Max Azir on our channel. Be sure to check it out. The link is provided in the description below. Now, without any further ado, let's jump right into the gameplay. The game began with the Golden Prelude portal, so the first augment will be from Gold tier. For the first augment, I picked Portable Forge, from which I took the Diamond Hands. In the early game, I pre-leveled to level 4 and played around a strong board to start off with a winning streak. I had Wardens for defense and snipers in the backline, which provided me with a winning streak. After the carousel, I moved to level 5 and activated the Ink Shadow synergy. It granted me a Tattoo of Protection item, which grants a 50% max health shield after the first cast to the holder and also gives additional shield to allies. The first encounter merely provided a visual animation of making the tacticians bigger. With Diamond Hands' ability, I was able to maintain a solid economy. Luckily, I got an early Kaisa. I made Spear of Shojin as my first item. There was also another Ink Shadow comp opponent in the lobby. For the second augment, I picked the Big Grab Bag as I had fewer item choices on my bench. From it, I made a Gargoyle Stoneplate and a Death Blade. Then I moved to level 6 and added Kaisa. In the next encounter, Malphite provided an item removing effect for the units which I took away from the board. This provided more flexibility in the later stages. Then I made a Rage Blade. By giving this Tattoo of Protection after my tank's first casting, I was giving more time for my backline units to stack and attack. In the next encounter, Timo wanted me to guess the outcome of the next round, for which I picked I Will Win. After spectating my possible opponents and proper positioning, I won that round, gaining 14 more gold. Look at the gold that I have stacked here. An hedge fund augment from here will surely take me into a fast 10 board. I made another tank item in the form of Even Shroud. With an 11 winning streak, look at the per round income possibility. In the third augment, I looked for either a hedge fund or level up augment, but I only managed to find Trash to Treasure, a newly added augment. This turns completed items into artifact items when a Reforger is used on them. This one is like the What the Forge augment from the previous set. But still, we got a Reforger option, thus making it more flexible. Quickly, I moved to level 7 and added Volibear to activate the 5 Ink Shadow synergy. Take a look at this item crafting phase of how I am getting my ideal item choices. With a solid backline, my win streak continued. Once I got Aphelios to 2 stars, I swapped those items onto him. Then I also moved to level 8 to continue my streaking domination. Still, I have 90 gold stacked. At 4 to 6 round, I got my first way, activating the Artist trait. Slowly, I was turning my board with 5 cost units. Then I eliminated another Ink Shadow comp opponent. I was moving towards level 10 slowly. With my streak extending to 17, only 4 players were left in the lobby. While rerolling my way, Ashe and Kaisa became 2 stars. Finally, my 17 win streak came to a loss, allowing my opponents to play a few more extended rounds so that I can max out 5 cost units. Look at this way's special bench slot. When it reaches up to 4, I take out the champion from it. In this way, I am smartly using it as a champion duplicator. I won the next round, and only 3 players were left now. In the next encounter, Udyr granted 2 components based on the chosen spirit. After a few reforging processes, I got a Trickster's Glass. I have a plan for this later. My opponents have become strong enough to beat me now. As I moved into level 10, I rerolled for 5 cost units. A few were becoming 2 stars. After another win, now it was down to the last 2 players with 73 and 49 HP respectively. In the next round, a close battle resulted in a loss for me. I made a solid defense with Udyr and Set, complemented by Wukong with a Trickster's Glass and Wei supporting from the backline. I was focusing on units such as Xayah and Rockin, Wei, Lissandra, Udyr, and Set. Another loss. Dropped my HP to 47. From the 6 to 4 carousel, I picked a Xayah and Rockin. It looked like I will be making another Xayah 3 versus Azir, just like our previous video. While rerolling, I got a couple of Lissandra 2 stars and won that round. On the next round reroll, I found 2 more Lissandra copies. Just 1 more needed, and now I utilized my self-made Waze Champion Duplicator, and we got our Lissandra 3 in the next round. I sold my other units and tried to max out the remaining 5 costs. Suddenly, something struck in my mind, and I equipped Lissandra with a Trickster's Glass. Have a look at Lissandra's ability, the giant monster being boiled up in a teapot. To make things more interesting, I also maxed out Xayah and Rockin in the next round. I had a champion duplicator with me, so just 1 more copy of Udyr can make a 3-star, for which I was rerolling hard. But Udyr refused to show up in my shop. Watch and enjoy the final battle securing me the top position. That's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed watching it. For more interesting TFT content, subscribe to our channel, Item Swap.